Evers, November 11th, 1918. Pete Best in the cave. 22nd parallel. 5440, your fight. Greenwich Meridian. Mia Farrow, 93 million miles, Costa Rica. Can't you hurry it up some?
Look, it doesn't matter how fast I do my work. We still have to wait for your x-rays to come back.
Nothing's broken.
Well, you can't know that.
I know everything.
That's where I know you from.
No one knows everything.
Ah, this is Saul Singer from Through the Roof, the game show.
Oh, I've been meaning to catch that show.
For $500,000, Doc, how soon can I get out of here?
Well, Dr. Travis is right. It's a lot quicker to wait for those x-rays than it is to deal with complications later.
What's the rush?
That show is live. If I'm not at the studio in half an hour, I'm gonna lose my shot at 500 large.
You mean they won't give you another chance?
There are no second chances on Through the Roof.
You know, Jesse, you're the attending physician, but I have an idea.
And now, America's #1 game show, Through the Roof! Let's welcome the man who makes people rich, Drew McIntyre!
How high can you go? That's right, folks. This is the game show where you can go all the way. Through the roof!
I really appreciate this, Doc.
You're welcome, but just remember, if any fractures show up in that x-ray, you're going back with me.
You're not getting rid of Saul Singer that easy.
I know. We all wanted to see Saul Singer come back and risk it all for $500,000 smackaroos. My friends, Saul never came to the studio. I guess he just couldn't face you and say, enough is enough. The man decided to keep his money, and that's okay. We got 2 great new contestants. Let's see how they can do. Let me introduce...
Not so fast. I'm back. And I'm a player.
Saul, we thought you decided to take your money and run.
Not a chance. The only reason I'm late is because I had a little traffic accident on the way over here. I got my doctor himself right here with me.
Yes, that's right. We had to bring him in an ambulance.
And they say doctors don't make house calls. All right, well, let's play Through the Roof! Oh!
Where's my lucky jacket?
Charmaine has it.
Drew, Saul will be challenged by Krista Fallow from Sault Ste. Marie, Michigan.
Krista, welcome to the show. Let's get
We can watch from in here.
We got some really
Saul
exciting
said to do the show live.
Well, you know the old saying, you gotta have a gimmick.
Well, that's not such an old saying, really. It's from a show called Gypsy. You know, I saw that show 3 times. Once with Ethel Merman, once with Angela Lansbury, and once with Tyne Daly.
Not bad.
Oh, it's a great show.
No, I mean, if it was a question, you would have all the answers.
Oh,
Start the clock. The subject is pseudonyms. Mark Twain was.
Samuel Clemens.
The mystery writer, Ross MacDonald.
well, that's a tough one. Kenneth Millar.
Kenneth Millar.
The novelist, George Eliot.
That's Mary Ann Evers, I think.
Mary Ann Evers.
And Saul uses that asthma inhaler all the time?
Only when he's nervous. But he's killing us.
Winning too much money?
Our statisticians assured us that no one would make it past the 4th round.
And he's way past?
Way, way past.
Who was the original drummer for the Beatles?
Well, everybody knows that. Pete Best.
Pete Best.
You know, you really should try out for the show.
Oh, who wants to see a know-it-all doctor?
I think you'd be very sympathetic.
They don't know it, but there's just 35 seconds left on the clock. Contestants, we're back. The subject is the Great War. Who was assassinated in what city to provoke the First World War?
Archduke Ferdinand in Sarajevo.
I knew that. You know, that was just an excuse to start the war.
On what date was a peace treaty signed that ended World War I?
Armistice Day, November 11th, 1918. You know, he's using that thing way too much.
You could save him from himself. Play against him, you'd win.
Anytime now, Saul. Saul, we're running out of time.
November 11th, 1918.
Right again. Next question. What was the international organization that brought together two opposing factions which... Ladies and gentlemen, that's the final buzzer. He's done it again. Get him out of the booth. Saul Singer, you've just won $500,000. Now, you know what that means. You're way up in the attic. From here on out, each round is worth $100,000.
Let's play, Drew.
Whoa! Hold those runaway horses there, Saul. Let's think about this for a minute. Are you really gonna put $500,000 on the line?
You don't get off that easy.
Saul, I produced this game. I host this game because I like making people rich. Now, you're rich. All you've got to do is walk away.
If only I could walk away, Drew.
Roll away, then.
I'm not done with you yet.
Excuse me. Stop. Hello? Excuse me.
No accident.
That's the answer. What's the question?
Had the van been tampered with? That was the question you were gonna ask.
You always answer before you hear the question?
You're a detective. Detectives are predictable.
Now you're gonna tell me what I'm thinking.
I'm a regular Saul Singer. Hey, you ever notice how first he buzzes in, then he thinks about the question? That's how he wins.
You studying to be a contestant?
What's the matter? You think grease monkeys aren't smart?
I never said that. And don't tell me that's what I was thinking.
On top of which, it does not take a genius to compete. I mean, all they do is test you for how many useless pieces of trivia you got stuck in your head.
I agree with you. Now, can we talk about Saul Singer's breaks and not his performance?
Okay. All right. The way the modification works is this. The hand control is wired to the accelerator and the brakes. This is done for paraplegics, amputees, MS victims.
Got it.
Only in this case, the center rod was loosened.
Loosened, not severed.
No, if it was severed, he would have never made it out of his driveway. The way this baby was rigged, Saul would have never known what was wrong till he was cruising at full speed.
So someone wanted him to crash.
And he is right. If I was a detective, which I'm not, I'd ask Saul Singer who it was who didn't want him to get wherever it was he wanted to go.
Answer, the network. I'm gonna break the bank.
That may not be a joke. Aren't these shows supposed to be cheap entertainment?
They're also supposed to get ratings. I'm a celebrity, Lieutenant. A certified cerebral geek. Thanks to me, the show is #1.
Forgive me for asking, but how did you end up paralyzed?
I can't answer that question.
Why not?
Because I don't know what happened. I was up in Franklin Canyon trying to list the red-breasted canyon warbler.
Is that what we're hearing now?
He's a waterfowl from the Morro Bay estuary, taped back in December of '96, when I still had legs.
And Franklin Canyon?
I'd set up my tape recorder. I was crossing the road on the way back to my car. Next thing I knew, lying in the hospital, paralyzed from the waist down.
I'm sorry.
According to the police, the driver of the car wasn't.
What was his story?
He didn't stick around to tell one. It's best they can reconstruct it. The son of a bitch hit me, took off, left me to be found by a park ranger 6 hours later.
That's terrible.
Terrible. You want to know what's terrible? If I'd have made it to the hospital right away, there's a good chance I'd be walking today.
You know, these two accidents may well be related.
I don't believe so.
Why not?
Because that was over a year ago. Why would anybody wait a year to try to kill me? Besides, I saw the police reports. They did a thorough investigation. LAPD came up as empty as me.
Your winner.
It's your favorite contestant.
Jesus, are you out of your mind? You know better than to be calling me on my cell. We're playing a dangerous enough game as this is. Do you want to end up in jail?
Oh, it's not my jail time you should be worried about. The police were here, telling me what happened to my van.
God, when is enough with you?
When I say so.
All right, you know what, Saul? Just give me a number. How much more do you have to win?
You know, Bubala, I had a number, a nice little figure in my head. But after that little accident you caused yesterday, it's double.
Oh, yeah? Well, maybe I'll stop feeding you the answers before each show. Let the television audience see what a genius you really are.
Yeah, and maybe I'll tell that same audience just how it is I've been winning and why.
I can't believe that you turned down Through the Roof.
I would probably blow the first question.
Were you kidding?
I don't know, I sure wouldn't want to play against Saul Singer.
You ask me, I think that's an arrogant man.
He's smart. There's nothing wrong with being smart.
Smart? He's risking $500,000.
You sound so smart to me.
Guys, just watch. Sal's gonna go all the way to $1 million.
5 more rounds to go.
5
Will
more
Saul
rounds?
Singer
I don't
break?
think so. I know what I'd do.
Yeah, quit.
Yeah, while I'm ahead.
Yeah, Sal is no quitter. He's got guts.
What popular actor named himself after a popular actress who named herself after a famous comedian? I'll repeat the question. What popular actor named himself after a popular actress who named herself after a famous comedian? Saul, your time is running out. Saul, we'll be right back after this message. Get him out of there! Get him out of there! Get him out! Get him out! Hurry up, go, hurry! Go. I'm gonna speak. Hurry! He's dead.
Death was due to acute respiratory failure, apparently brought on by his asthmatic condition.
No foreign substances in the body.
Not even metaproterenol.
That's the main ingredient in his asthma medicine.
Not only was it absent from his blood work, it wasn't even in his bronchial secretions. I have to deduce that the inhaler was empty.
You think maybe it was tampered with?
No, there was no obvious tampering. It was empty. I'd have to say that Saul Singer died of natural causes.
2 days after his car was sabotaged?
Well, coincidences do happen, Mark.
Boy, I tell you, this guy had a lot of books about birds, huh?
Tapes, too. He played them instead of music.
Amazing.
Actually, I thought it was pretty weird.
Look at these.
Yeah, this guy was crazy about birds.
You know, it's funny, for a guy who knew something about everything, he doesn't have any history books. He doesn't have any encyclopedias.
Yeah, not even a dictionary.
That guy was a real genius.
Yeah, maybe he just boned up by using the internet.
I don't know. I think he had one of those photographic memories.
Then why would he need an electronic organizer?
Yeah, the first two numbers don't have any names associated with them.
Uh-huh. Probably to hide who they are from prying eyes.
I don't think that he needed the names. I think he saw the numbers and he knew.
Why don't we find out who these numbers belong to the old-fashioned way?
You've reached Valleybrook Investments. Enter your PIN number.
You're a winner. You've reached the personal cell phone of Drew McIntyre. Leave the right message, and I shall personally call you back.
Dr. Sloan, so nice to see you again. What changed your mind about being on our show?
All my colleagues insisting what good publicity it'd be for the hospital.
Well, you'll have to thank them from me. You're going to make a terrific contestant.
Thank you.
Drew, you remember Dr. Sloan, don't you?
Oh, right, Saul Singer's physician. God, what a tragedy.
You know, the autopsy was performed at Community General, where I practice.
Oh, so what really happened? Was it the inhaler?
What makes you say that?
Oh, I'd read somewhere that it's quite dangerous to use them too often.
Yeah, that's true, but Saul's inhaler was empty.
Well, that's because he kept taking hits off it.
Yeah. That or somebody tampered with it.
Well, that's not possible.
Well, all you'd have to do is keep pumping until all the medication was gone.
Well, sure, but to do that, someone would have needed access to the inhaler before the show, which...
Didn't Saul carry his inhaler in his sports jacket? It seemed to me I saw some young lady give it to him on the air.
Saul's lucky blue jacket.
Which we kept under 24-hour guard by a bonded security agent.
Isn't that a little extreme?
No, we're very security conscious here at Through the Roof.
The network watches us like a hawk.
We have to be like Caesar's wife.
Above suspicion. That'd be a good question for... Oh, I can't suggest questions, can I?
No, not if you're going to be a contestant.
You're going to be a contestant.
My idea. Dr. Sloan is just what we need.
Well, in that case, it's nice to meet you, sir.
Oh, it's not appropriate for the producer and the contestant to have any contact before the show.
Oh, network rules, huh?
Actually, federal law. I could go to jail.
Oh. What, don't you do some kind of a pre-show interview?
No. That's Savannah's department.
Drew? You know, Saul was absolutely positive that the car that hit him did so by accident.
Oh, he said that in the autopsy, did he?
No, actually, he told my son, who was the police detective who investigated Saul's second accident. And he was a little bit surprised. He thinks there's a connection between the two incidents.
Savannah, did you know Dr. Sloan's son was investigating Saul's death?
Oh, I didn't disqualify myself.
No, not at all. Your connection is with Mr. Singer, not the show.
No, Savannah will test you, Doctor. Just like any other contestant. You'd be surprised how few professionals make the first cut.
Now we're going to play a trial version of the game. You both know the rules, so get used to being in the booth. We want you to make a good impression. You have to wait for me to ask the questions, Stewie, okay?
Okay.
All right. The purchase of what landmass was referred to as Seward's Folly?
That's Alaska.
Not bad. According to his manservant, how many Italian women did Don Giovanni seduce?
1003. It's a chorus to a song.
You're doing great, Dr. Sloan. Okay, which of the following is not a British pop band? Portishead, Radiohead, Propellerheads, Webhead.
About time you stop asking old guy questions.
And the answer is?
Propellerheads.
No, I'm sorry. Dr. Sloan, you have a chance to answer this question.
Webhead?
How did you know that?
Lucky guess.
Ladies and gentlemen, and now, here's your host for Through the Roof, Drew McIntyre! Our next contestant on Through the Roof will be Dr. Mark Sloan of Community General Hospital.
Dr. Sloan, I'm afraid you haven't been entirely forthcoming with us.
No, I think I've been completely truthful.
Well, perhaps a trifle overly modest then. My associate just informed me. You're not only a doctor, but you're also a police consultant.
Oh, no, that's just something I do from time to time.
You're not going to believe this, folks. In fact, I had a hard time believing this. This man has solved over now what is it? 150 murders. Wow!
Thank you. I wouldn't say solved. I would say helped out a little.
Now, you wouldn't happen to be hot on the trail of a killer right now, would you, Doc?
Well, you never know.
And you never do know what we're going to be asking you. So, Dr. Mark Sloan, let's play. Through the The subject is musical comedies. What real-life incident inspired the musical Bye Bye Birdie?
Elvis Presley being inducted into the U.S. Army. I always liked that show.
Let's see if you like this one. What's the night rental on the Biltmore Garage?
$1,000. Or like they said in Guys and Dolls, $1,000.
Right you are. Okay, folks. Now our contestants don't know this, but they're tied. And time is running out. This could be the $50,000 question. All right, contestants, we're back. What was the phone number of Judy Holliday's love interest in Bells Are Ringing?
It was a song. And his number is Beechwood 45789.
And that's not right. Dr. Sloan, do I need to repeat the question for you?
I'm in love with a man, Plaza O4433.
And he sings. And that's the final buzzer. Get him out of there. We got a new winner.
Tune in next time to see whether Dr. Sloan busts through the roof.
Standing way while the credits roll.
If you'd like to play Through the Roof or be a member of our studio audience, call 1-800-555-7667.
Can they hear what we're saying?
No, our mics are on.
Oh, good. There's something I've been meaning to ask you. Can you tell me how Saul Singer got a hold of your cell phone number?
Son of a gun. You know, he must have got it from one of those damn services. I've had the mobile number changed 3 times since the show became a hit.
Oh, I see. Would he be disqualified if he called you?
Definitely.
Then how do you explain the 3-minute phone call the phone company recorded from Saul's house to your cell phone the day before he died?
I can't.
After Saul's first accident, $5,000 was deposited in his investment account every month.
So?
It stopped right after he started winning money on this show.
Dr. Sloan, I'm beginning to wonder if you didn't become a contestant on the show under false pretenses. Time's up. We'll play again tomorrow. And if your son has any more inquiries, he can call my attorney.
Here you go.
Did I look as nervous as I felt up there?
Oh, Mark, you were fantastic.
I tell you one thing, I know why Saul was mopping his brow. It's hot in that booth.
Well, don't they have any type of ventilation?
Well, yeah, they do, but they turn it on and off all through the show.
There's still one thing that I don't understand. How did Drew know that Saul would have an attack?
That's because you don't watch the show, Steve. For a guy who knew all the answers, Saul was pretty nervous. It was part of his charm.
You know, stress can be a real trigger for asthma.
You know, I have a question. If Saul's inhaler was in his jacket pocket, and his jacket was under such tight security, how did Drew empty the medication?
If I knew the answer to that one, I would stop playing this dumb game and get on with my life.
And win fewer dollars.
I hate to make things more difficult than they already are, but I did talk to the detectives that did the investigation on that hit and run in Franklin Canyon.
Yeah?
All the skid marks show indications of a drunk driver. Now, whoever paralyzed Saul may have become a criminal after the fact, but it was not an intentional act.
Lieutenant Sloan, I'm Sarah Finch, the Biscuit Lady. Birders of Southern California.
Oh, right. Yes, thanks for coming in. Please, sit down. I take it you knew Saul Singer.
Oh, every birder knew Saul. His field recordings are the single greatest collection of bird songs in the western United States. I was hoping you came across them in his closet.
As a matter of fact, I did.
That's a relief.
Do you have to ask, how did you know he kept those tapes in his closet?
Saul wasn't just my vice chair. He was my fiancé. Before the accident, that is. Only 2 things in the world mattered to Saul. Those field recordings and intimate matters. I'm sorry.
Nothing to be sorry about.
I sat by his bedside every day and every night, listening to him go on and raving and raving.
Can you recall the nature of these ravings?
How could I ever forget? Saul kept going on and on about the Bluty bird.
I'm not a birder, but I've never heard of a Bluty bird.
Who has? It doesn't exist. When Saul regained consciousness, I asked him what in heaven's name was he thinking of? He hadn't a clue. Don't you think that's odd?
Very.
Here's your jacket, Dr. Sloan.
You do the wardrobe for all of the contestants, do you?
Actually, I started out as Mr. McIntyre's wardrobe assistant. Then when Mr. Singer came on the show with his lucky jacket, I took care of that. Well, I couldn't show favorites. One thing led to another.
I see.
Drew, I mean Mr. McIntyre, he has vision for the show. He wants it to be as classy as he is. You must have noticed that our people look better than they do in those other quiz programs.
Yeah.
All set. We're on in 5 minutes.
Okay.
Okay, just this way here. Put you in the makeup chair.
All right. You know, I've really never realized how much work goes into these productions.
You should talk to the writers sometime.
Well, I can't do that.
No, that's true. You all set?
Thank you.
Fabulous.
Thank you.
Okay, I'm just gonna shuffle on this way over here.
You know, I was noticing this booth before. Was it constructed just for handicap access?
That's right.
Well, I know you try to watch costs on things like this. Wasn't it expensive?
Very. We even had to install a hydraulic lift.
Oh. And as producer, Mr. McIntyre didn't object to that?
Oh, well, actually, this booth was Drew's idea. He wanted to expand the contestant base for the show. Saul seemed like a dream come true.
Have you seen Mr. McIntyre?
Were you in charge of Mr. McIntyre's car?
I wash it for him. Hey, he's a man. You always got to do favors for the man.
I had always believed in the competency of the Los Angeles Police Department.
What's wrong?
Those tapes are blank. 10 years' work erased.
All of them?
Every one.
Then it wasn't an accident.
I am so mad I could spit.
Oh, believe me, I'm going to look into this.
No, I'm not mad at you. I'm mad at Saul. He sent those northern birders, those snobby northern birders, a complete set of copies. Now I'm going to have to beg.
Well, save your pride, Miss Finch. We're going to want to listen to those tapes ourselves. As a matter of fact, I've got a civilian volunteer.
Tape 56, the Biscuits sent the knock bees.
That would be the Northern California birders?
Yeah, they sent everything except for tape 56, so I checked the originals from Saul's house.
I thought those were all blank.
Erased, but the tape was still there. Tape 56 was recorded in Franklin Canyon on July 16th, 1998.
July 16th. Wasn't that the night of Saul's first accident?
Exactly.
Hey, Mark! Hey, boss.
Dr. Sloan. Dr. Sloan.
Right.
I can't have you fraternizing with the crew.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know the Teamsters had access to the questions.
They don't.
Oh, thank you. You know, I found out something kind of interesting. Saul Singer recorded a tape up there in Franklin Canyon the night of the hit and run.
Really?
Yeah, I was hoping maybe he played it for you, as part of the interview process.
I'm not interested in birds. It's this way.
No, well, most of them take it for granted, I know. But, if you really pay attention, did you know there was a thing called a Bluty bird?
Got me stumped, Doc.
Well, actually, stumped me too, and I checked and found out there's no such thing as a Bluty bird. But still, there it is on the tape recorded by Saul up there in the canyon.
Saul Singer recorded a non-existent bird.
Well, in the manner of speaking. The police always survey all the repair shops whenever there's a serious hit-and-run accident. Not one garage reported anything that night.
So we've got a non-existent repair to go with the non-existent bird.
Well, maybe not. The gentleman to whom I was just speaking out there said that he repaired the bumper on your car at about that time. Blue Thunderbird, blue T-Bird.
Car's red.
Yeah, it is now, but he said he repainted it. I have a feeling if the police strip off that red paint, they'd find a blue coat underneath.
If you'll excuse me, Doc, I've got some show business to attend to.
What kind of writers are you? They are killing us out there, killing us. First Saul Singer and now Dr. Sloan. I mean, what is the matter with you people? This is supposed to be a cheap show. Nobody is supposed to get past the 4th round. Nobody. I want harder questions. Can your little minds begin to comprehend that? Harder questions. Thank you. Morons. That's right. That's right. That's right. Okay. The subject is baseball. In what ballpark did the Dodgers play their most World Series games? Oh, Doctor, you may have met your match.
Well, the Dodgers won more World Series in Los Angeles, but I'm betting that they played more games at Ebbets Field.
And that's a bad bet. Doctor, do I need to repeat the question?
No, it's a trick question. It was Yankee Stadium.
The man knows everything.
Well, not really everything. It's a question they ask on the scoreboard at Dodger Stadium all the time.
Uh-huh. Well, take me out to the ball game, Doctor. All right. Let's see if you can get this one. Who was the only Major League player to wear the uniform of all 4 modern-day New York baseball teams?
That's got to be Casey Stengel. See, he played for the Giants and the Dodgers, and he managed the Yankees and the Mets.
Dr. Sloan, you're batting 1,000. Moving westward. In the famous Chicago Cub infield of Tinker to Evers to Chance, who played third base?
That's another trick question.
You don't want to answer, I can give it to your opponent.
No, I said it was a trick question. I didn't say I couldn't answer it.
All right.
Okay. Joe Tinker was at shortstop. Johnny Evers was at second base. Frank Chance was on first base. Third base didn't figure into that the double play combination, see? But that player on third base was just as good as the rest of them. His name was Harry Steinfeld.
Oh, well, we just can't get you out, can we, Doctor? He's right, ladies and gentlemen. But, and he's done it again. You know, I didn't think anyone could get that last question. But Dr. Sloan just keeps on coming.
Doctor, our audience adores you. You should see yourself.
Oh, I thought the show was live.
Oh, it is, but we have to edit it for syndication.
Oh, thank you.
Did you take anything?
Yes, sweetheart, please. Does that mean you have copies of everybody's performance?
Yes, we do.
What artist has won the most Grammy Awards?
Nice question. You'd expect a pop singer, but it's not. The man with the most Grammys is Sir George Solti.
Can you freeze that there?
Sure.
Now, can you bring up a picture of Saul from another program?
Do you want the same kind of close-up?
Yeah, if you can, and leave that one up there. Yeah. Now, what about that last question, the one just before he died?
What popular actor named himself after a popular actress who named herself after a famous comedian?
Yeah, right there. That's interesting.
No kidding. You know, no one ever got that.
Oh, well, you know, Michael Keaton named himself after Diane Keaton, who had named herself after Joseph Francis Buster Keaton. I was a big Buster Keaton fan. But that's not what's interesting here.
Man, do you still have the evidence bag with Saul Singer's clothes in it?
Yeah, what's up?
My dad said he always had a pocket handkerchief with him when he appeared in a program.
Right, well, I checked all of his clothing for foreign substances, but I didn't see any handkerchief.
Well, maybe it got stuffed down inside the breast pocket.
I don't think so.
Why not?
Because this breast pocket has been sewn shut.
Doctor, you may be winning a lot of money, but I think you are great for the show.
Well, thank you.
If there is anything I could do for your wardrobe, not that you're not perfectly dressed. I mean, not that you don't class up the show.
Actually, I didn't want to see about my wardrobe. I wanted to ask you about Saul Singer's lucky jacket.
Oh.
You know, I watched all the shows that Saul was on, and in all but the last one, he had a pocket handkerchief.
Oh.
But the one he was wearing the night he died, this pocket was sewn shut.
Oh.
It wasn't the same jacket, was it?
I feel so guilty.
About what?
You're right, that wasn't Saul's lucky jacket.
Somebody sneak past the guards and switch it?
Oh, no. Is that what you think? Oh, no, not at all. We had an accident.
What kind of an accident?
Oh, the sprinkler system in the wardrobe room went off somehow, and Saul's jacket was ruined. It shrank 3 sizes.
What'd you do about it?
I went right to Drew. He told me to go out and buy another jacket, you know, identical like. Drew swore that Saul would never know the difference, but I knew. I knew it wasn't the lucky jacket. Don't you see?
Why don't you tell me?
I thought that unfortunate man was gonna lose. You know, go home without any money. He'd never know that he lost because he wasn't wearing the really lucky jacket. I just never thought that new jacket would be so unlucky he would die in it.
Well, I don't think it was the jacket that killed him, Charmaine.
He went from the guy with all the answers to dead. I call that really bad luck.
Well, one more question. What about the inhaler?
Oh, that was the right inhaler, all right. Drew gave it to me himself. I put it in the new jacket before I gave it to Saul. You wanted to see me? Need your wardrobe rearranged?
You told him about the jacket, didn't you?
Dr. Sloan? Oh, he told me. I was embarrassed at first, but, you know, I think it did me good to finally talk.
Yeah? Well, you didn't do the show any good.
Oh, no. Dr. Sloan said that jacket had nothing to do with Saul's death. He was only interested in the inhaler.
Thank you, Charmaine. You can go now.
That's a first.
Yeah. I've got some very important business to attend to.
Hello? Hello? Anybody here?
Over here, Dr. Sloan. Sorry to call you out on a Saturday. I just thought we better set some things straight.
Oh, we really don't have that much to discuss, Drew. I was going to walk away after the next session anyway.
You wanted to know how Saul got his answers? Why don't you take a look in Saul's special little booth? I had it brought back on stage just so I could demonstrate. Oh, and pay particular attention to the video screen.
Where you show the contestants the questions. That's how you did it.
You know, for a man who solved all those murders, you're way too trusting a soul.
You can't get away with this, Drew.
Oh, really? We're playing a new game, Doc. It's called You Bet Your Life. And the first question is, what is the drug that collapses the respiratory system, but that is metabolized by the body even after death?
Any of the nerve gases used in chemical warfare? Sarin, for example.
Yes, an excellent example. Now, imagine what would happen if just a teensy-weensy little bit of this drug were to, oh, I don't know, say, flow through your booth's ventilation system.
You know, Drew, you have a very distinctive voice. I'll bet you when Saul Singer listened to his tape of Franklin Canyon, he heard more than birds. Probably heard the accident that crippled him, and probably heard you, too.
Yeah? Then why didn't he just go to the cops?
Oh, he didn't want the insurance company to pay. He wanted you to pay. He wasn't about blackmail, was he?
What do you know? Right again.
Were you drunk when you hit him?
As a skunk on moonshine, Doc.
You know, almost got away with it, too, if you hadn't come up with the idea of having the show pay for your blackmail.
Yeah, call that a business deduction.
Most people would call it murder.
Yeah, well, too bad in this game you can't win. You're dead, Dr. Sloan. Now, how long before Sarin takes effect?
Not more than a few minutes.
Right again. I guess you deserve the booby prize.
I just want you to tell me how you killed Saul.
So stupid. I put an empty inhaler in the guy's new jacket and watched while nature took its course. Ooh, difficult.
Sounds like an admission of guilt to me, Drew.
Yeah, well, too bad you can't use it. Never read me my rights.
Wrong answer. See, you weren't under arrest, but now you are. My father's not entirely trusting. We checked out the ventilation system before you arrived.
That was a very unlucky jacket, Charmaine.
Intentionally unlucky jacket. But it's all there on videotape along with your confession.
I guess this is the end of Through the Roof.
I'm not so sure about that.
Ladies and gentlemen, would you welcome the new host of Through the Roof, Charmaine Dufour?
Is this a great country or what?
So sweet.
I am so excited. You know, we've had some real tragedy on the show, but that is all behind us. And the reason it is because of this really terrific man, our defending champion, Dr. Mark Sloan. Come on out here. So what's going to be, Doctor? You have won $150,000. Are you going to risk everything, or are you going to walk away?
Well, I'm not the greedy type.
So you're leaving us a winner. What are you going to do with all that money?
Well, half of the money is going to go to the Community General Pediatric AIDS Unit.
That's great. Wow, is that great? So tell us, what are you going to do with your share? New car?
No. The other half is going to go into breast cancer research.
That's the best answer I've ever heard. Isn't he the most darling thing you've ever laid eyes on?
Can't go out and play till we do our homework.
It is my day off. I thought I'd just take advantage of it and head on down to the batting cage.
Is it baseball season already?
Dad, football is over. You know, I just can't understand how an intelligent guy like you doesn't get the intricacies of baseball.
It never fails. When somebody tries to compliment you on your superior intellect, they do it by insulting your intelligence.
Dad, you just never gave baseball a chance. It is so interesting.
For CPAs and statisticians.
What, are you kidding? It is non-stop strategy. When you're at a baseball game, you can't stop thinking.
How about beer and hot dog?
Well, that too. You know, light, regular, mustard, ketchup. I'll get that. Hello?
Sloan? It's Hawk.
Hey, Hawk. How the heck are you? Where the heck are you? Thought we were supposed to go bowling last week.
Forget bowling. I'm out at this, what do they call it, extended care place in Tarzana. Sunny Meadows.
What, you're moving into a nursing home?
It's not a nursing home, it's a way of life. Anyway, I'm working undercover. And Steve, I've got a murderer here.
Oh, you're pulling my chain.
Just get your keister in gear and come out and arrest him.
I'm on my way. since he pulled the pin, Hawk's been trying to crack cold cases.
Had any luck?
He claims he's cracked a murder case. Needs me to make the arrest. Feel free to use my bat if you want to go on down to the cage.
Thank you.
See ya.
Say hello to old Hawk.
All right.
Should have had your mask on, Yogi.
Please, if you could give us some space, people. We're coming out. We're coming out in a minute. Here, just please clear the way. You don't want to get your toes run over. People?
What's going on?
There's been an accident. If I could just ask you to stand back or move on.
An accident? Dave Hawkins?
Yes.
How serious is it?
Please, man, please. I'm sorry. I can't discuss this with you unless you're a relative.
I'm a friend. A good friend. What happened?
He slipped in his bathtub and drowned.
Drowned?
Looks like a piece of ceramic, maybe from a broken vase.
And there was one in Mr. Hawkins' room?
Well, every room has one.
I'm afraid there's not one in his room, Miss Hickman.
Your point, Lieutenant?
May have been used as a weapon.
Oh, so now you're saying Mr. Hawkins was murdered?
It's a possibility.
Why am I not surprised? All anybody has to do is say old people's home, and immediately everybody assumes the worst. Every time you turn around, some busybody is doing an expose.
I'm a detective, not a reporter.
Well, you know what? I guarantee you, Detective, that if Mr. Hawkins had lived at home and slipped in his own tub, you wouldn't be snooping around for pieces of a vase that might have been broken weeks ago.
Miss Hickman, I can assure you that is not the case.
This is a retirement home. Our residents are elderly, and they die with some regularity. Now, that's sad, but it's a fact of life.
He knew I was on my way to see him.
And you were inconvenienced. Well, work in my business for a while, Lieutenant, and you'll find that death is a lot like the Jehovah's Witnesses. Always showing up at the most inconvenient times.
I'd like to speak to some of the other residents.
Well, I suppose I can't prevent it, but would you remember that our guests are easily upset? In fact, I think I'll have our administrator, Mr. Zenick, escort you. By the way, are those, by chance, the property of the deceased?
Afraid not. As a matter of fact, they're property of the LAPD.
We have very good lawyers, Lieutenant, so give me the slightest reason and I'll sick the little devils on you.
How well did you know Hawkins?
Not very. I mean, he just moved in a few weeks ago. I certainly wouldn't have picked him for the dead pool.
I beg your pardon?
Oh, well, I don't mean to seem insensitive, but when you work with old people, you can't help guessing who's going to go next. Now, I wouldn't have put my money on Hawkins, but who could have guessed he'd slip in the tub?
Pardon me? I was told I had to check with you. I'm Julie Crane, one of the nurses here.
Miss Crane?
I want to gather up Mr. Hawk's personal belongings and send them to his sister.
I'm afraid for the time being, it's a crime scene.
Julie here knows every nook and cranny of this place, right? She can introduce you to anybody you could possibly want to talk to. I do have other responsibilities.
How well did you know Mr. Hawkins?
I knew he was an ex-policeman. I knew he was widowed. And I knew he was what, being from Arizona, I call a cactus pear. Tough exterior, pure mush on the inside.
Dave Hawkins cheated at gin rummy. What more do you need to know?
He did not. Just because you couldn't beat him, Jimmy, didn't make the man a card cheat.
Didn't even make him particularly a good player.
Do you suspect foul play?
Why, do you have reason to believe he was a victim of foul play?
Of course not. For crying out loud, why would anybody go to the bother of knocking off one of us? Wait a week or so, and the Grim Reaper will handle it. No muss, no fuss.
Have you come up with a motive?
Motive, schmotive. Estelle here thinks she's a regular Mrs. Maple, like in those mysteries she has in that gadget of hers.
Her name is Miss Marple, Mr. Smarty Pants. I have almost all the Agatha Christies right here in my little e-book. If you ever want any, you're very welcome to read them.
A big waste of time, if you ask me.
You know, maybe if you had read more mysteries along the way, you might have honed more skills in logic.
I was a football coach, woman. There's nothing more logical than football.
There's more to life than football, Jimmy.
But there's nothing more important.
Oh, Jimmy, Jimmy was a coach, a football coach, for 38 years.
Who knew Hawkins the best?
Oh, it gotta be Bud Ellison.
You're right.
Did Hawk ever discuss his police work with you?
No, we didn't talk shop. We pretty much stuck to sports and women.
Did he have any enemies you're aware of?
Not that I can think of. He cheated at cards. Around these parts, that made him a paragon of virtue.
Boy, I hope that garbage strike is over soon. Things are piling up all over the place.
Don't remind me, we'll make a trip out to the dump this weekend.
Did you finish the autopsy on Dave Hawkins?
Yes, I did, and he definitely drowned. As for the bump on the back of the head, I'd have to say he slipped in the bathtub.
No, I don't believe it.
Is there some rule that old cops can't slip on porcelain? There's no sign of battery, no cuts, no bruises, no nothing.
Look, it's not just that he wouldn't have rushed me over there to scrub his back. I looked at the towel in his bathroom. It was wet.
So he washed already?
Exactly. And nobody takes 2 baths in one morning.
Ah, the answer to a girl's prayers.
She means the ribs.
I knew that. It's always the ribs. That's why I carry him around. What is all this?
Hawkins' files. I stopped off downtown and got a list of all the cases he took with him when he retired. If I know one that's missing, it might just point me in the right direction.
Kind of early for ribs for me. Let me see the list.
Thanks.
Ryder Fur Company.
No, I worked on that one.
Jensen Jewel.
Uh-huh.
P&A train robbery?
Your friend was looking for Jesse James? Now, he was old.
I haven't seen anything in here about train robbery.
You familiar with the case?
Doesn't ring any bells.
Well, maybe it was before your time.
I thought train robberies were before my time.
Oh, Mark.
I think I got it.
Borrow your flashlight?
Yeah, sure. Here you go.
Thanks.
I'll be right out here.
In 1947, two masked men robbed a P&A, killed a guard, and made off with almost $2 million. Now, one of them was gunned down when he tried to run a roadblock, but the other one got away. The guard was able to give a description before he died.
And you want to know what he looked like today?
Can do.
Can try. All right, scan him in. Okay, now keep in mind, a lot of this is guesswork. A lot of things can happen to a face. Should have seen my face 50 years ago, not a wrinkle. Okay, now we'll take in the cheeks a little bit. And then bushy up the eyebrows a little. Bring down his jowls. And of course, well, we have no way of knowing whether or not he kept his hair.
I don't think he did.
Okay, bald he is. You know this guy?
Yep.
Good boy.
You must like this place a lot more than I do, the way you keep hanging around.
You seen Bart Ellison around?
You're too late.
Well, he's gone?
Well, that's one way of putting it. But around here, they like to talk institutionese. Nobody ever just drops dead or kicks the bucket.
What?
Here at the home, we prefer to say that the dearly beloved passed over to the other side.
Or he's gone to his final resting place.
Or gone to meet his maker. I love that one. Makes God sound like Geppetto.
You're telling me he's dead?
He died from an overdose of sleeping pills, so we can't rule out suicide.
I guess we can. According to the nurse out there, Ellison rarely asks for sleeping pills. The other residents swear that he didn't borrow any from them.
Look, I'll buy that Ellison murdered Hawkins because he knew he was onto him, but who'd have any reason to kill Ellison?
Someone who knew about the money.
Steve, any hunches?
Well, Ms. Hickman raises my hackles, but I guess that doesn't make her a murder suspect.
You know, some of those residents are forced to sign over all their worldly goods when they move in. Hey, that's a pretty tempting situation for an owner who's both greedy and impatient.
Yeah, but it's not always a bad deal. For instance, my friend's great-grandmother, she signed everything over to the nursing home, which was run by the church. That was 20 years ago. And from what I understand, the way this woman eats, she's ahead of the game.
Hey, that was the church, though. I mean, what if Ms. Hickman is not the sort who'd rather give than receive?
That's a pretty far-fetched conclusion.
I'm not concluding, I'm just suggesting.
It wouldn't hurt to check Hickman's bank account.
Hey, and you should check her phone bills while you're at it. See if there's any long-distance calls to the Cayman Islands or Switzerland.
You've been reading John Grisham again, haven't you?
Yeah. And you know, I just thought of something else. Who's to say that there's any money left? I mean, even back then, $2 million could only buy so much wine, women, and song.
Short time after he robbed the train, Ellison was arrested for a bank robbery he committed a year before, in which a bank clerk was killed. Ellison got a life sentence. And even with time off for good behavior, he still served almost 50 years. He just got out.
And there's no indication he went on any kind of a big spending spree before he checked into Sunny Meadows, either.
How could all that money just vanish?
You know, it's too bad Hawkins didn't tell you everything he knew when he called.
He just wanted to see the look on my face when he handed me the case all wrapped up in a big fancy ribbon. I gotta get back out there, do some more snooping around.
Yeah, somebody's got to. But this time it's not gonna be you.
No, Dad.
Look, the job needs somebody who can slip right in there and fit in.
But don't even think about it.
It's an old folks' home. I'm just planning ahead. Way ahead, I hope.
Yeah, that's not funny. Besides, you're too well known. Somebody would be bound to recognize you.
I'm not that well known. And I'll disguise myself as an old man.
You're a relative of Mr. Brinkley.
Drink tea? No, coffee. I prefer coffee.
No, actually, I'm just a good friend. After his housekeeper, Bessie, passed away, my wife and I took him in, and we both work, so you know how that is.
You mustn't be too hard on yourselves. Caring for the elderly is best left to the competent professionals. Now, as to payment.
Yes, you know, we've decided to go with the monthly plan.
Oh, you're certain that you wouldn't want the peace of mind that comes with knowing...
Oh, no. At $4,000 a month, I think that Mr. Brinkley would be $180 before you'd ever have to consider evicting him.
I see. Well, I'm sure you both know best.
Oh, arrest? Had arrest. Had arrest before, tell her.
Oh, no.
Okay. Well, why don't we get started?
Oh, I did? I'm sorry. Must have been those cucumbers.
Oh.
Real nice.
Planning to clean behind it, Miss Crane?
Oh, Miss Hickman wants all of Bart's personal items cleared out of the room. We have a new resident.
Here he is, our new boy, Mr. Brinkley. Welcome.
Mr. Brinkley, I hope you'll be very happy here. We can never have too many handsome men around.
Oh, I bet he heard that one okay.
Oh.
What have we here? It's to you.
Dear Julie, you have been the one ray of sunshine in my miserable life. So this is for you. Sorry it can't be a Picasso. Oh, please give it a good cleaning, a new frame, and a place in your heart. So you'll never forget your friend, Bart Ellison. Isn't that sweet?
What, you eat? Yeah, I'm sure ready. Yeah, macaroni and cheese, if I'm not mistaken. Yep.
Swinburne's. How'd you come up with this place?
Once my dad found out that Ellison went somewhere in a cab the day he died, it was no trick to find out where he'd gone.
You really think he bought $2 million worth of antiques?
We'll soon find out. He must have converted the cash into something else or it would have turned up by now.
It'd be a lot easier to hide a bag of money than 1,000 armoires.
Good afternoon, gentlemen. May I help you?
I'd like to know if you recognize this person.
Might I ask what he's done?
He's died.
Oh, what a shame. Well, the gentleman had taste. Only the other day, he purchased a very handsome timepiece.
I don't think he'd spend $2 million on a watch.
Actually, sir, I can assure you there are any number of antique timepieces worth considerably more than $2 million.
Well, can you tell us how much you paid for this particular timepiece?
I'm awfully sorry, sir, but at Swinburne's we never divulge such matters, except, of course, to the Internal Revenue.
I'm with the LAPD.
Oh, your mother must be so proud.
Redecorating?
I thought I'd hang Bart Ellison's painting here in the hallway where everyone can enjoy it. What do you think?
Oh, a little higher on the left. Oh, nice. I'm fine. Everything's just fine.
I want you to tell everyone how you feel. Yeah.
Go ahead, come on.
Well, I mean, you know, I only first met him like 3 weeks ago. What are you watching?
Oh, crapola. That fellow with the little piggy eyes is married to the lady with the goiter. But he's really stuck on his brother-in-law.
No. The lady with the goiter is his sister.
He's married to his sister?
Doesn't that make him his own brother-in-law?
Wouldn't surprise me. Even football isn't what it used to be, with all that padding and all those sissy rules protecting the quarterbacks. They're turning the greatest game ever invented into a damn sewing bee.
The way you two carry on, I'll bet you all those people are actors.
You think they just went out and found an actress with a goiter the size of Wyoming? Oh, yeah, I bet she gets a lot of roles.
You can't take these shows seriously. It's like the wrestling, right, Isaiah?
Actually, it's a nice change. Seeing all these folks worse off than ourselves.
What are you talking about? They're young. How could they be worse off? Old is bad. Stupid is just stupid.
Isaiah, you know, you ought to have that checked out.
Oh, it's just a cold. I can't seem to shake it.
Yeah. I don't know, it sounds like the beginning of bronchitis. Maybe even pleurisy. I take Reader's Digest.
There's something about that man I don't trust.
Yeah, like he hears only what he wants to hear.
No, it's not just that. I tried calling his reference numbers, but the only place I reached anyone was that bank that he's supposed to have been president of. And the young woman I spoke to had never heard of him.
Huh. Could be he was there before her time.
Could be, but I don't want to take chances, you know. Remember, people that are out to sell papers and get ratings don't worry about the truth. Those muckrakers deal strictly in rumor and innuendo.
Well, Brinkley is a little long in the tooth to be working in the media, don't you think?
And just how old do you think Mike Wallace is?
Huh. I'll keep an eye on him.
Thank you so much. You've been very helpful.
Thank you, madam. May I be of assistance?
Hi. I called you about doing an appraisal.
Ah, you are Mr. Zenik.
That's right. Nice to meet you. My uncle died recently, and he left me something very special. He left me this. I'm pretty sure he bought it here, and I was just curious what you thought it might be worth.
You wish to sell it?
Well, maybe. I don't know. This thing is it's loaded with sentimental value for me, but, you know, I think Uncle Bart would understand.
Oh, yes. Dead relatives are so much more understanding than the other kind, aren't they?
Yeah. So, just ballpark of how much are we talking here?
As you are the gentleman's nephew, I'll give you $3,000 for it, sir.
Come again?
3,000.
What are you, nuts? It says here that this was made special for a millionaire by the firm Maison Montmartre in the 30s.
Ah, yes, the Montmartre Orologue. It's a superb blend of beauty and precision.
Huh.
Yes, along with producing milk chocolate and avoiding armed conflict, it is what the Swiss do best.
You're telling me that this is worth $3,000?
Oh, no. The Montmartre Orologue is worth $4 million.
I knew it.
Regrettably, sir, this is not the Orologue. This, as I explained to your dear departed uncle when he purchased it, is a very cunning copy. You are difficult to shop for, aren't you?
Well, listen, Bonnie Hickman's not the only suspicious character around here. I'm also keeping my eye on this guy, Todd Zenik. I'd sure like to have a look at his resume.
What was that?
No, nothing.
Something's going on. I know you, Dad. I can tell when you're not telling me everything.
Well, there's nothing to tell. Hey, I gotta go.
Wait a minute, Dad. There's something I need to talk to you about.
Hey, somebody's at the door. I gotta go.
I thought it might be a good idea if Amanda...
I can't talk about this now.
Brinkley!
Hold on. Just a minute.
Daddy there?
Come in.
It's time for lunch.
Oh, I'm not very hungry.
We're having your favorite.
Macaroni and cheese. What are we waiting for? Macaroni and cheese.
Well, your employment record is very impressive. Frankly, I wonder why you want to work here. Excuse me, has knocking on a door become a lost art?
Knock? Well, yeah, used to knock. Couldn't hear anybody say, come in.
Perhaps that's because no one ever said it.
You know, I'm sorry to bother you, but that nice Miss Crane's been good to me. I'd like to get her a little something for her birthday, perhaps. You don't happen to know when her birthday is, do you?
Now, how would I know that?
A hat? No, I was thinking more like a nice scarf. Now, if you just give me a peek in the personnel files, I have a hunch she's a Pisces.
Well, those files are confidential, and if you'll excuse me, I'm really quite busy.
I could wait outside.
No, thank you, Miss Reynolds. That won't be necessary.
I'll come back a little later.
Okay, I'm sorry. As I was saying, your regular community general seems excellent. Do you mind telling me why you want to leave?
Well, believe me, Miss Hickman, I have no problem working hard. Matter of fact, I love to work hard. But they work me like a dog over there. I've got 2 kids. I simply want a job that has regular hours.
Well, Miss Reynolds, I guess that's that. If you want the job, it's yours.
Well, thank you. You can call me Charlene.
Thanks, Jimmy.
Bye.
What are you doing here?
Scared me half to death. We thought it was a good idea if you had a second pair of eyes out here. Besides, Steve was supposed to call you and let you know I was on my way.
You don't think I can take care of myself, do you?
It's not that. Hawkins was a tough cop, and Ellison was a killer, and look what happened to them because no one was watching their back.
Listen, the only danger to me is tapioca, poisoning. You get it twice a day.
Well, Mr. Brinkley, my name is Charlene Reynolds.
Miss Reynolds, nice to meet you. Listen, as long as you're here, there's a nice man down there named Isaiah Patterson. Got a very nasty cough. Have a look at him, will you?
Okay.
Okay. Mr. Zenek, what are you doing here?
I followed this into your room. So unless he was a pet, we have a problem.
I can just see the headlines now. Bubonic plague breaks out at Sunny Meadows.
It's a garbage strike. What do you want me to do?
Well, assuming you're not the Pied Piper, I suggest you call an exterminator. And another thing, if any of the residents ask, we have ants.
Stay bundled up, Mrs. Jackson.
Oh, this is crazy. Whoever heard of fumigating at night?
Well, it's probably just a trick so we all could sleep through breakfast and they'd save a few bucks.
Shh, don't give them any ideas.
Is all this for one little rat?
Well, if you're speaking of Zenek, he's not so little. Are you okay, Isaiah?
I'm fine.
Well, you sound terrible.
Yeah, I agree. Isaiah, you should be in bed.
Let me see what I can do.
Oh, it's a shame that sweet girl isn't in charge instead of that awful Zenek.
Yeah, doesn't seem to be cut out for this kind of work, does he? Really makes you wonder what he's doing here.
Test control.
What do you think you're doing?
I'm looking for rats.
In Mr. Brinkley's drawers?
Why aren't you in the social hall where you belong?
You've got a bunch of elderly people huddled down there, cold and miserable. And I think Mr. Patterson needs medical attention.
Oh, now you're a doctor.
You don't have to be a doctor to know when somebody's sick. And why couldn't the fumigating have taken place in the morning?
You know, Julie. I get the distinct impression that you'd be a lot happier working somewhere else.
No, I'd be happier if you were working somewhere else.
You're fired.
You don't have the authority to fire me.
Watch me. I'll give you 15 minutes to clear out of here.
I want to get into Miss Hickman's office. Could you create some kind of a little disturbance in here?
Why don't we just burn the place down?
How about something a little less drastic?
How about we set fire to the kitchen? It'd be a public service.
How about you and I raising a little ruckus?
Can you do that?
Oh, why should tonight be different from any other night? 1, 2, 3.
Oh! Who are you calling a card?
If the shoe fits, old woman, card change.
Well, I just thought you'd want to know what's going on. Something's wrong, Miss Hickman. I don't know. I'll go see.
You cheated cards. You cheated checkers. I've seen you cheat at chess.
What's going on?
Well,
He said some terrible things to me that a gentleman would never say to a lady.
That's right, and I would never say them to a lady.
Oh, well, you're lucky I'm a lady or I'd knock your teeth out. And after you take your teeth out, I'm going to crush them.
Oh, you
Will you two knock it off? Please. And I thought I told you to leave.
What were you even thinking? I was taking care of a situation in the most efficient way I could. You didn't even have to be here. I would have handled it. Just like you handle all of our situations.
Let me get this straight. I find a dead rat. You tell me to call on a fumigator. I do, and now you're upset.
I didn't tell you to do the job in the middle of the night.
Oh, it's hardly the middle of the night.
Well, it is to these people.
Oh, I see. You'd prefer it if they showed up at high noon when we have visitors, make it real convenient for Channel 2 to have us on the 5 o'clock news. Hey, makes no difference to me. You're the one who's spooked by the media.
Oh, you're enjoying this, aren't you?
Not at all, Miss Hickman. I don't like being made whipping boy just because you're paranoid.
Excuse me?
What? Is it the invisible door? Doesn't anybody even see it?
It's Isaiah. He's having some sort of attack.
Thank you.
I've called 911.
Mark, hurry. He's gonna need a trach.
Go to the infirmary, see if you can find a scalpel.
Okay, I think my medical bag is in my room.
Hang in there, Isaiah.
Oh, he's dying. Somebody do something.
You're right. Has anybody got a... Jimmy, you had a Swiss Army knife. I saw it.
Why do you want it?
I have to perform an emergency tracheotomy.
Over my dead body.
Jimmy, I'm a doctor.
What do you do in your spare time? Leap over tall buildings?
I'm Dr. Mark Sloan from Community General Hospital. You have to believe that. He's going to choke to death. You have to trust me.
Come on.
I'm also going to need your flask. Thank you.
If he dies, there's nobody to blame but Jimmy Corley.
All you did was try to save your friend. You did right.
Spread the incision for me, man.
All right. Oh no. Oh no.
He's going to be all right. He's going to be all right.
Oh.
Look at Jimmy.
Good work, Mark.
I don't know what your little game is, but as you can see, I'm returning the unused portion of your monthly fee. Tell your bosses that my lawyers are on the alert. Now I want you out of here.
We're not reporters.
Oh, I see it's a hobby. You just can't help yourselves. You see a nursing home and you have to start snooping around. Get out now.
All the good ones are leaving. First Julie, now you, and Isaiah's in the hospital.
Now, don't you worry about Isaiah. He's going to be fine.
I don't see why you can't stick around. Who cares if Brinkley's not your real name? It's not like you're too young to move in with us old geezers.
I'll geezer you.
Well, you know, I'm just sorry I couldn't do what I came here to do.
Oh, you were here for Isaiah. That's what matters, Doc. Without you, he'd have been a goner.
Oh, baloney. Amanda could have handled it fine.
You're forgetting the only reason why I'm here is because you're here.
Oh, you're not going to be here for the sweetheart dance. Oh, and now that you can walk, I was looking forward to a cha-cha.
Estelle, believe me, you're not missing a thing.
Oh.
Never thought I'd say it, but I'm gonna miss you, Doc.
Well, there's nothing says I can't come and visit, is there?
Oh, sure. People always say they're going to visit, but they hardly ever do.
Who can blame them? Who'd want to be here if they didn't have to be?
Well, are you kidding, Jimmy? This is a great place.
Oh, Jimmy likes to complain. I keep telling him there are worse places to be in.
And far worse people he could be spending his days with, too.
Oh.
Bye.
Bye.
Jimmy, see you, Doc. Bye, Amanda.
Bye-bye.
Well, lighten up, Estelle. You've still got me.
Oh, no.
You know, if you believe Zenek's personnel file, and I guess Hickman did, you'd take him for a cross between Jonas Salk and Mother Teresa.
The fact is, before Sunny Meadows, the closest he ever came to working in an institution was the laundry at Leavenworth.
How does he figure in this?
Well, it turns out he's the grandson of Sid Hurst, who was Bart Ellison's partner in a train robbery job.
He's been tracking down the money all this time?
Well, probably figured that Ellison double-crossed his grandfather and he feels entitled.
But how do we tie him to a murder when we can't even prove the been a murder?
And where's the money?
If Zenek hasn't found it by now, I'm betting it doesn't exist.
Wait a minute, garbage.
Excuse me?
I'm just thinking about that garbage strike.
Hey, Zenek!
This is the last one. It's gotta be in here.
What the hell are you doing?
None of your business.
I get paid to make everything at Sunny Acres my business. Estelle, get inside before you catch your death. And you, get out of here! Get out! Before I have you arrested for trespassing.
I'll leave when the party's over.
Gotcha!
Ditto.
What? What, is some law against having a messy room?
You think that's the murder weapon, don't you? This is what you're looking for, Zenek. There are no usable prints on it.
Well, gee. Then why don't you guys take a hike? Unless, of course, you want to help me clean up.
You still don't get it, do you?
What do you plan to tell the judge when he asks you why you were rummaging around in all that garbage? I mean, who else would do that but the killer?
Zenek, you're under arrest.
It's Mrs. Yabla.
You all right?
Kick ass!
Right.
Jimmy, no!
You should have punted when you had the chance.
Oh,
Get out of my way.
You all right, Jimmy?
Oh, I'm fine. It's like Mr. Howard used to say. Hit him low, hit him hard. And if they get up, hit him again. Right, Estelle?
Right, Jimmy!
My imagination, you waiting for him down here.
Oh, and no disrespect, but you and your son are a couple of kids. You don't send boys to do a man's job. You look at that. It looks like a
Picasso. How you feeling, Isaiah?
Tip-top. I'm only hanging around because the food is so much better here than at Sunny Meadows.
But you gotta promise the Buddha's sorry butt out by Sunday.
Sunday? Why is that?
He's gonna be my best man.
You're all invited, of course.
Well, we'll be there with bells on. Congratulations, you two.
Now I'm going to get that cha-cha.
Well, as long as your husband doesn't object.
You leave him to me.
I think it's great, but isn't it kind of sudden?
At our age, Sonny, you do it sudden or you don't do it at all.
I just find it so hard to believe.
It's true, though. Ellison bought that Picasso and covered it up with a painting of his own, figuring nobody would know the difference.
That's why he left it to Julie with instructions to have it cleaned and reframed.
Yeah, I almost feel sorry for Zenik. All that effort, nothing to show for it.
Oh, I wouldn't call 20 years to life nothing. You know, the best part is Julie's going to sell that Picasso, and she's going to buy Sunny Meadows.
Hooray!
You know, it was really kind of nice out of the home.
Yeah, right.
Pleasant surroundings, nice, friendly people, and the food really wasn't half bad. I was thinking maybe when the time comes...
Oh, no, you don't. Your home is with me.
Can you learn to make tapioca?
Sure thing.
Well, don't.
Alex? Alex! Hey! Hi. You know, they have a sleep disorder unit at the hospital. I'm fine.
Everybody out! Now!
Whoa, hey, let's take it easy, okay?
Hank, don't do this.
Sit down!
Please, Hank.
Shut up!
Just give me the gun, okay?
Why don't you go get the blinds?
Okay, look, I'm gonna do something for you, okay? And then I want you to do something for me. I want you to put the gun down, okay?
I got something to settle.
Okay, look, we could work this out, okay? You put the gun down.
Both of you leave now.
Look, I can't leave as long as you're threatening people.
Get out or I kill them all.
Look, you're making it worse. Go outside. We'll talk to him, please.
I'm gonna make you sorry for what you did.
Deceased is a Captain Hank Thomas. He's attached to the Malibu Point Marine Air Station.
Death was instantaneous.
Anybody else hurt?
No. When he came in, he fired a shot into the ceiling and then ordered everybody to leave. Everybody except the 3 Marines that were here at the table.
Captain Paul Davis, Lieutenant Gene Romansky, Lieutenant Robert Martinelli. This is my father, Dr. Mark Sloan. He's a consultant with the police department.
What happened?
Said he was gonna make us all sorry. Put a gun to his head, pulled the trigger.
Sorry for what?
Well, I was engaged to Hank, but he was so jealous all the time. You know, I couldn't live with his accusations, and I had to break it off.
When did you do that?
About 2 months ago. Well, after that, he just started stalking me. It was, well, he scared me, and I finally talked to Lieutenant Martinelli about it.
You're with military police?
That's right.
Did you arrest him?
It wasn't that easy.
Why not? Look, we can do this by braille, or you can actually talk to me and help me get to the bottom of this.
Well, Hank was always careful to make sure there are no witnesses. There's nothing really Lieutenant Martinelli could have done.
Well, he did ask to meet with me about the situation. That's why we were all here. I'm the adjutant to Colonel Chandler.
Chandler's your CO?
That's right. Now, Lieutenant Martinelli had briefed me on the situation. I was hoping, well, we were all hoping we could find some way to defuse the situation.
I just can't believe he killed himself.
Jesse, Alex, I'm sorry. I'll have to conduct a gunshot residue test on you. In fact, I'll have to test you all.
That's okay, but you should know we're all covered in residue.
We were at the range this morning, qualifying test.
Lieutenant Sloan? Hannah Bernstein, NIS. I understand some of our people are involved in a situation.
Steve Sloan. Who called you?
I did.
NIS has jurisdiction over cases involving military personnel.
Not off base. Within the city, it's LAPD jurisdiction.
Well, there were no civilians killed or wounded.
No, but...
No civilian witnesses.
What's that got to do with anything?
This is a Navy investigation. I'll take over.
Nice try, but this one belongs to the LAPD.
You're only making work for yourself, Detective. And I would think you would have other more pressing matters.
Why don't you let me worry about my time management, Warrant Officer Bernstein? I've started my investigation. I'm going to see it through.
Do as you like.
I intend to.
Fine.
So, Thomas's death was suicide.
Yes, sir.
It appears to be, sir.
What would make it definitive for you, Detective?
I'd like to take a look at Thomas's medical records for state of mind.
Medical records are confidential.
Yes, but Thomas is dead, and I want this cleaned up quickly. Release the records.
Yes, sir.
Were you ever in the service, Lieutenant Slim?
Yes, sir, infantry.
No?
2 tours.
Well, then you understand the military likes to clean up its own mess.
This is just routine, sir. We'll tread lightly.
Good day, sir.
Warrant Officer Bernstein. Look, maybe we got off on the wrong foot. I'm not trying to tell you how to run your investigation or show you up or anything like that.
I didn't say you were.
Yeah, I'm just trying to do my job.
Okay.
So, why don't we cooperate? You know, share information, work together.
We could do that.
Great. Good. Well, I'm glad we had this talk.
Just don't do anything without telling me.
You okay?
Yeah, it's just been a long day.
It's only 10 o'clock.
Well, I didn't get much sleep last night. I was working a double shift at the mini-mart, and then I still had to study when I got home.
What time did you get to bed?
You remember what med school was like?
Fortunately, I forgot all about the not sleeping part.
I'm glad I ran into you, though. I was wondering if you had any odd jobs that need doing around the house or anything.
You looking for more work?
Well, I don't have my dad to go to anymore for help, and I'm a little short. Pretty much got to take care of everything on my own.
Well, Alex, I admire your work ethic, but I'm a little worried about your studies and your health.
It's temporary, just until Barbecue Bob's reopens.
Who knows how long that's gonna be?
Has anyone seen Jesse?
Not this morning, no.
I think there's a problem with the Thomas autopsy report. I think we should call Steve.
Thomas's medical records support the coroner's findings that he was right-handed.
I could have told you that. I used to play softball with him.
You were friends?
We weren't friends, but I knew him. It's a small post. I know most of the officers.
Thomas was shot in his right temple. Now, why would he take the gun in his left hand and try and shoot himself in the right side of his head?
I don't know. He was holding the weapon in his left hand.
Why would he do that? I mean, if he was right-handed, why would he hold the gun in his left hand?
I don't know why he did. I know that he did.
The coroner only found traces of gunshot residue on his left and significant residue on his right.
So what? I'm left-handed. I do lots of things with both hands. For example, I bat right-handed.
Which hand do you shoot with?
What does it matter what I do? Hank Thomas had a weapon in his left hand. He shot himself in the head. I saw him. Now, you can ask your friend Dr. Travis. He saw him holding the weapon in his left hand. He saw him fired into the ceiling.
He's hiding something.
How do you know?
Gut feeling.
Okay, guys, tell me what you think. Honestly, I'm thinking about getting a machine for the restaurant.
A cappuccino machine and a barbecue joint?
Yeah, ribs and latte. That makes a lot of sense.
Right there.
What's Alex doing out there?
I've got him repairing those broken tiles on the roof.
I hate flower puzzles. All the pieces look the same.
Jess, are you positive Thomas had his gun in his left hand?
Steve, I saw what I saw. He used his left hand.
Yeah, but it's possible that he transferred the gun to his right hand before he shot himself.
After he fired one shot into the ceiling with his left hand.
And 3 Marine officers are lying about what happened.
Yeah, Jesse's right. Why would they all lie? There it is.
No, I already tried that piece.
You had it upside down.
Oh.
How's the coffee?
It's great.
You went to the air station and interviewed Captain Davis without me?
Hannah, yeah,
What happened to let's cooperate? Or I think we got off on the wrong foot.
well, I was acting on information that had just come in. I, made a mistake. I'm sorry.
You said you would keep me informed.
I know, I, forgot. I'm sorry, Can we talk about it?
I'm sorry.
I know it looks like I tried to trick you, but I didn't. Honest. And I'm just not used to working with other people. Look, if I promise that I'll never do it again, can you quit being mad at me?
I've been given orders to wrap this investigation up.
Wrap it up. We haven't even gotten the answers yet.
Well, as far as Colonel Chandler's concerned, we do. Thomas committed suicide.
What do you think?
Doesn't matter what I think.
Of course it does. Why don't you just tell him? This is your first case, isn't it?
No. Well, I mean, the first case I've handled, you know, by myself, yes.
Well, what if I could find something incriminating before you got to me? You think Chandler lets you stay on the case?
What? What could you find?
Think you could get me into Thomas's quarters?
Are you crazy?
Yeah, a little bit. How about you?
Little. What are you hoping to find? A suicide note?
Well, it'd certainly clear things up. I don't think we're gonna get that lucky.
Over there?
Hello?
Hank Thomas?
What can I do for you?
Western State Annuity is delighted to offer you our Gold Service life insurance policy at a substantial discount if you sign up today.
Yeah,
Now, this
not
policy-
interested, but thanks anyway.
Oh, well, I'm sure once you see the generous terms we have to offer.
Let me ask you a question. You offer a retroactive policy?
Retroactive?
Yeah, life insurance for the already deceased?
Of course not.
Then I'm afraid you're out of luck.
Telemarketer?
Uh-huh.
So annoying.
Hey, look at this.
Can you retrieve them?
With a little help. You still there, Mr. Tate?
Yes,
And you received the search warrant?
I have it right here. Do you want me to play the messages for you now?
Go ahead.
Hank Thomas, this is Mega Hits Movies. The 2 videos you reserved are ready for pickup. We're open until 11 tonight.
Hi, this is Vinny at the Pro Shop, confirming your tea time for 2:45. Thanks.
He reserves videos, makes a golf date, and then commits suicide?
This is Susan Chandler. Please call me when you get this. It's important. Thank you.
Susan Chandler?
Colonel Chandler's wife. I'm confused. I thought Thomas's death was ruled as a suicide.
We haven't made a final determination on that yet, Mrs. Chandler.
Your message said it was important for you to talk to him. Can you tell us why? Well, certainly, but it had nothing to do with his death. Would still like to know, ma'am. Well, my husband's being promoted to general, and Captain Thomas was personnel officer at the station. And what I needed was a list of all the pilots, so I could invite them down to the officers' club for a surprise wedding down party.
A wedding down party?
It's a celebration, a break-in, or wet down his new star with a few drinks.
Did Captain Thomas call you back?
No, I never heard from him. Thank you very much for your time, Mrs. Chandler. We're sorry to have bothered you.
You didn't think that maybe the investigating officers would want to know about that phone call?
No, I couldn't imagine what my phone call would have to do with his death. And then I heard the investigation was closed.
Not by the LAPD.
Well, I'm sorry I couldn't have been more help. Good day. Nice to meet you.
Please promise me you won't tell Dr. Sloan or Dr. Travis about this.
Alex.
I can't afford to lose either one of my jobs.
You could have fractured your arm or your leg or worse, and then where would you be?
It was an accident. It won't happen again.
Sit down.
I'm fine.
Alex, you don't have to kill yourself working 3 jobs to pay for your medical education. There are other ways.
Well, I can't take out any more loans. I'll be paying them off until I retire.
What about the Army?
The Army? No, I don't think so.
You know, they'll pay for your medical education if you just give them a few years' service.
Amanda, I don't know if you've noticed, but I'm not exactly the military type.
And how do you know? Have you talked to anybody about it? Do you have any idea what the military is like these days?
Well,
Then don't cut off your options until you know what you're talking about.
So that's it. A quick lunch and we close the files on Thomas's death.
Maybe not.
Did you find something? Whoops.
what is your point, Lieutenant?
No witnesses, no corroboration, no evidence of prior incidents.
That's your big investigative breakthrough. I already told you there were no witnesses.
Well, I get to thinking. Maybe there were no witnesses because it never happened.
What, you think Romansky just made the whole thing up? She just came to me out of the blue and said, help me, my ex-boyfriend is stalking me.
Thomas isn't fit the profile of a stalker, not even close.
You saw the letters he wrote to her? They were in his file.
I saw some very incriminating typed letters, unsigned. How do I know they were from him?
You're going along with this? Just because the letters were unsigned?
Well, there is one other thing. We found some notes that Captain Thomas made for himself on a marijuana bust at on-base housing last November.
Where'd you get this?
2 officers were court-martialed and given dishonorable discharges.
I remember. I was the officer on duty at the time. How do I know this is Thomas's?
We found these notes at his quarters.
I'm sure we can verify the handwriting. Although, according to you, he generally typed incriminating documents.
Captain Thomas wrote that he was present at the time of the raid, but he was never charged. In fact, his name doesn't even appear on your report.
That's correct.
Why is that?
Captain Thomas was present in the quarters at the time of the arrests, but he was in another room. No drugs were found on his person, and he assured me he had no knowledge of the presence of the drugs.
Somebody was smoking marijuana in those small quarters, and he didn't know it.
That's what he said, and I believed him.
You not only excused him without testing for any drug use, you even eliminated his name from the report itself.
It was a judgment call.
It was dereliction of duty and conduct unbecoming an officer.
Captain Thomas was the station's personnel officer. I chose not to report something that would only harm an innocent man's career.
Lieutenant, if Captain Thomas was using any personal information about you to convince you not to arrest him...
I'd be very careful if I were you. Don't make any accusations you're going to regret.
Lieutenant Sloan, Warrant Officer Bernstein. Colonel Chandler wants to see you in his office. ASAP.
You said you would tread lightly.
Sir, there is a limit to how lightly you can tread and still manage to conduct a criminal investigation.
You've gone to my personal quarters, upset my wife, ruined what would have been a wonderful surprise for me. Now, if that's treading lightly, remind me never to go on a recon mission with you.
Sir, we are following a legitimate investigation.
The investigation of a suicide. Now, look, Captain Davis told me about this right hand, left hand crap. It's nonsense. I may not have any jurisdiction over the LAPD, but, Warrant Officer Bernstein, I want your report on my desk tomorrow morning. Your final report. Is that understood?
I feel so sorry for Hannah. It's her first case. She feels like she's failed.
Well, I guess if you're a naval investigator, you're supposed to follow orders, not hunches.
Yeah, I guess.
You know, I hate to admit it, but maybe Colonel Chandler's right. We're looking so hard at this thing, we're making something out of nothing.
No, there's just too much that doesn't smell right. I mean, the gunshot residue alone is enough to keep the case open.
Well, GSRs aren't always reliable, you know.
What, are you kidding?
Yeah, there's always room for doubt.
Not in this case. Thomas had only a small trace of gunshot residue in his left hand. And if he in fact fired the gun, he had to have done it with his right.
Sloan here. Oh, hi. Yeah, I can meet you there in about an hour. All right. It was Hannah. She wants me to meet her at the air station. Says it could have something to do with the case.
So much for following orders.
This is kind of cloak and dagger, isn't it?
I'm officially off the case. Champagne?
Non-alcoholic, I presume.
We're both on duty.
So, what did you find out not investigating?
Well, I started thinking about what Susan Chandler said. How she was having a surprise party for her husband here at the Officers Club.
And?
There are over 150 pilots assigned to the station. And Susan Chandler said she left a message on Thomas's cell phone to see if he could arrange for as many pilots as possible to come to the party. Take a look inside.
It is kind of small, isn't it?
It wouldn't hold 75 people, much less 150.
Maybe she was planning on a lot of no-shows.
I considered that. So I asked if she had booked the room for the night in question, or for any night for that matter.
No party plan. Which means...
She lied to us.
Shocking, isn't it? Maybe I should have another talk with her.
Well, did I mention that tomorrow is my day off?
No, nothing more thrilling than a day spent on surveillance, huh?
You don't think this is exciting? Following Susan Chandler from her manicurist to her bank to her dry cleaners?
What were you asking Martinelli about yesterday?
What do you mean?
When you were asking if Thomas had anything of a personal nature on it.
Oh, just fishing.
When do we get the feeling you're not telling me everything?
Maybe you're just experiencing guilt pangs because you ran off without me the other day.
Come on, I was in the service, I've been on military bases. Even the bigger ones are like small towns. Everybody's got their nose stuck in everybody else's business. You telling me you never
I'm
heard...
telling you, Lieutenant, that if I knew anything that had the slightest bearing on this case, I would tell you. Unlike some people, I wouldn't just forget. Here she comes.
Well, what do we have here?
Don't worry. It's probably just a maid.
You think this dump has a maid service?
Captain Davis, Mrs. Chandler, open up, it's Steve Sloan, LAPD.
Police?
What's the meaning of this?
Can we come in, or would you prefer to talk about this in public?
What are you doing here?
It's not very smart to lie to the police, Mrs. Chandler.
I don't know what you're talking about. We want to know why you left that message on Thomas's cell phone.
And we'd prefer the truth this time.
All right. The message is easy to explain.
Funny, it wasn't the first time around.
Obviously, Susan and I are having an affair. Thomas found out about it and was threatening to tell the colonel. Susan was calling him to ask, to beg not to tell him.
Is it possible you've already dissuaded him? Permanently, perhaps?
You really don't give up, do you, Lieutenant?
You got that right, Captain.
Why did you lie to us, Mrs. Chandler?
I don't think that's any more your business than it was Thomas's.
Listen, after Thomas killed himself, we felt safe again. Now, why would we elect to broadcast our affair?
Of course, by not doing so, you were impeding a criminal investigation.
So, The intrepid crime-fighting duo has uncovered the truth. The adjutant is sleeping with the colonel's wife. Scandalous, disgraceful, irrelevant.
Oh, I don't know, Captain. Blackmail's a pretty strong motive for murder.
There you go again, talking about murder. Get it through your thick skull. Thomas committed suicide.
How awfully convenient for you.
Convenient for me, inconvenient for you. But that doesn't change the facts. Nor does it change the fact that you, Warrant Officer Bernstein, are disobeying a direct order from the base commander.
So, do you want to tell Colonel Chandler, or should I?
Not exactly a match made in heaven.
My experience, most matches aren't.
You must be older than you look. Anyway, I got a feeling that Davis is going to be a tough nut to crack.
I agree. We might have better luck with the others.
Do you have a preference?
My female intuition tells me Romansky might be the weak link.
Lead on McDuff?
I was told I didn't have to talk to you, okay?
On base, maybe. But the second you walk off this base, I'll have you picked up and brought in for questioning. Could be very inconvenient.
Lieutenant Romansky, we just want to clear this thing up. A couple of questions, and we'll leave you alone.
You had an affair with Captain Thomas.
I told you that we were engaged.
According to your 201 file, you were married to someone else.
Yeah, my first husband died in Bosnia.
I'm sorry. But before he was transferred overseas, he served in the same battalion as Captain Thomas, isn't that correct?
Yes, but we weren't having an affair then, if that's what you're implying. I barely knew Hank before my husband died.
Was Captain Thomas the battalion personnel officer back then?
What does this have to do with Hank's suicide?
Isn't it possible that Captain Thomas was responsible for having your husband transferred to Bosnia?
I think that's more than a couple of questions. And despite your threats, Lieutenant Sloan, the next time you question me, I'm gonna want a lawyer present.
Well, that went well.
Oh, I was doing fine.
I'm up. Alex, you missed your rounds.
Ah, I'm sorry.
You know, missing rounds can have disastrous consequences. As a doctor, your responsibility is to your patient, no matter how tired you are.
I know.
We have to do something about you, Alex. I mean, you can't keep this up. No matter how tired you are, somebody's going to get hurt or you're going to hurt yourself.
You know, I've been thinking about dropping out for a while. Just earning some money and coming back later.
Oh, I hate to see you do that. I mean, once you're out, it's hard to come back, believe me. There must be something else we can do.
You know, Dr. Bentley mentioned something. I didn't give it much thought, but... Were you in the Army?
Yes, so was Steve. Why?
Can you tell me what it was like?
Me with my old MASH unit in Korea. God, I was barely older than you are right now.
Was it rough?
How do you mean?
Well, being in battlefield conditions, treating those kind of injuries. I mean, how'd you know you could handle it?
You don't. I know some of them couldn't. Had to be sent home.
How about you?
Scared to death. Oh, I got introduced to myself over there. I learned self-discipline, though. I think it made me a better doctor.
How?
Oh, you see a wider range of illnesses and injuries with a lot less to work with than you do in a civilian hospital. Learned a lot. I felt I was contributing something. You know, I liked that, too. But, you know, that's the way it was for me. You got to find out for yourself, Alex.
So that's Steve in Vietnam, huh?
Yeah. With his platoon on his first tour.
Is that Steve?
No, that's Steve.
Gosh, how can you tell? With the hair and the uniforms, they all look alike.
Yeah, they do, don't they? Thank you very much, Alex. At first, I didn't see it. Something that Alex said before. Jesse, do you remember anything about the three Marines when they first came in?
Like what?
Well, did they say anything odd or act strangely?
Well, I thought it was weird that they kept their hats on the whole time and they never took their sunglasses off, but I figured that was just military macho.
Great. Anything else?
I don't know, when I showed them to the table, one of them told another one, sit down, sort of like a command.
Who took the order?
I did. One of them asked for 3 specials.
Which one said what?
To be honest with you, Steve, I couldn't tell you. They all were in uniform. They had short hair.
Exactly. They all looked alike.
Yes, they did. They all looked alike.
Hey, Steve, you and Amanda and Hannah come over here and sit where the 3 Marines were sitting.
Oh, come on, Dad.
I think I know exactly what happened. Sit here, and Jesse, you stay by the register where you were. Okay, we'll just do a run through here. I'll be the shooter, the left-handed shooter. Okay, let's just see what develops here. Okay, 3 identical Marines at the table and another one coming in the door.
Everybody out! Whoa, hey, let's take it easy, okay?
Hank, don't do this, please.
Sit down!
Please, Hank.
Shut up! Look, why don't you just put the gun down, okay? Go pull the blinds. Okay. Okay, look, I'm shutting the blinds, okay? And now I need you to do something for me, okay?
I got something to settle.
Okay, look, we can work this out. Okay, just put the gun down.
Until you just leave now.
Look, I can't leave while you're threatening people.
Get out of here now or I kill them all.
Look, you're making it worse. Go outside. We'll talk to him, please.
So as soon as Jesse and Alex are out the door and can't see what's going on, the Marines stood Thomas up. They changed name tags. Thomas for Davis.
I'm gonna make you sorry for what you did.
And then, raising the gun at an angle to make the wound look self-inflicted, Davis shot Thomas. So that Davis drops the gun on the floor, and Martinelli and Romansky help him get things all set. Then they call out on Davis's phone and report that Thomas has committed suicide.
So you think Thomas was at the table the whole time?
Well, I think with all 3 of them looking so much alike, it would be easy in the confusion for the witnesses to make a mistake.
How is that possible? I mean, how could they get someone to cooperate like that?
Maybe he was drugged.
No, there was nothing in the blood toxicology.
Well, I don't know how they did it or why they did it, but I am willing to bet that that's the way it happened.
You have any idea how to prove it?
Got to be a way, though. You're sure about this?
JAG considers her one of their top lawyers.
Glad I'm not in your shoes, Lieutenant. Falling out among thieves is never pretty.
You've made some mistake, ma'am. I'm the victim here. Somebody tried to kill me.
And you have no idea who.
No, ma'am.
What about Captain Davis or Lieutenant Romansky?
Why would they want to kill me?
They're worried you might be the weak link in the murder of Captain Thomas.
Forgive me for saying something, but that's crazy.
Whose idea was it to kill Thomas?
Captain Thomas committed suicide, ma'am.
That's what the 3 of you wanted everyone to think, but that's all falling apart now.
I don't understand what you're saying. I thought I was here because somebody shot at me. Why are you questioning me about Thomas's suicide?
Because they're connected. You know it, and I know it. Why was Captain Davis so concerned about a simple stalking case? Surely you could have handled it.
Captain Davis was aware of the reports. He asked me about them.
You originally said that you asked for the meeting with Captain Davis to seek his advice.
I did, but Captain Davis had already asked me to keep him apprised of the situation.
I don't think there ever was any stalking. I think Thomas threatened to ruin Captain Davis by exposing his affair, and Davis turned to you for help.
And why would he do that, ma'am?
Have you ever been to a bar in Calabasas called Hunky's?
Excuse me?
It's a simple question. Have you ever been to a bar called Hunky's?
I don't know. Couldn't say that I have.
It's a well-known gay bar, isn't it? I have a report that says that you've been there often.
You knew about this. That's what you were asking him about.
I thought it was pertinent to the investigation.
With all due respect, ma'am, I don't believe you're allowed to ask me a question like that.
Like what? I'm not asking if you're gay. All I'm suggesting is that if someone, say Captain Thomas, had proof that might suggest that you were gay, and you didn't want it found out, he might be able to force you into covering up any problems he might have. An arrest for marijuana, for example, which might make you willing to go in on a plot with Captain Davis and Lieutenant Romansky.
There is no plot, ma'am.
Then why did they try to kill you?
I want to see you now. You want to explain to me what you're doing?
My job.
You filed your final report, Warrant Officer. Captain Thomas committed suicide.
Colonel, it is custom and practice for an NIS officer to keep a base commander fully informed on any investigation. But as you well know, technically, you are not my ranking officer. I report to my own independent chain of command. It is my prerogative to reopen this case. And if you have a problem with that, I suggest you take it up with my superiors in Washington.
Excuse us, Colonel. We have work to do.
Am I being charged, Commander?
Not yet, Lieutenant.
Then I'd like to be allowed to return to my post, ma'am.
Fine. Just don't end up dead before you come back to us. Dismissed. I thought we had it for a minute.
Commander McPherson, would you have another moment?
Yeah. What can I do for you, Dr. Sloan?
I was wondering if you'd talk to a young friend of mine.
Sure.
You paged me?
Yes, I ran the second toxicology on Thomas's blood, but it still tested negative for drugs. You're familiar with Rohypnol?
The date rape drug.
Exactly. It causes a semi-hypnotic state, causing suggestibility and compliance. It's odorless, colorless, and tasteless. But more to the point, its effects last for 6 to 8 hours, but it's completely out of the blood in 2.
So if Thomas was given Rohypnol over 2 hours before he was shot, he would have been susceptible still when he was brought to Barbecue Bob's.
And made to sit down quietly with the others, but compliant enough to stand while Davis shot him.
How do we prove it?
I said the Rohypnol's out of the blood in 2 hours. However, it remains in the urine for up to 12. These are Thomas's uniform trousers. Now, when he was shot, his bladder voided. I went on a hunch, and I tested the stains, and they tested positive for Rohypnol.
Oh, good work. Very good.
I told you repeatedly what happened in that restaurant. Now, your refusal to be satisfied is verging on harassment.
Captain Davis, you're in the military and are subject to as much harassment as we deem fit to dish out, especially during a murder investigation.
Oh, so it's a murder now?
Always has been. Oh, you made a nice try at covering it up, but it's not going to work.
Traces of the drug you used to dope Thomas were found in his urine. And we think we know your motives.
Oh, what would those be?
Thomas was going to reveal your affair and ruin your chances of promotion.
And I suppose Lieutenant Martinelli and Lieutenant Romansky just went along with me out of the goodness of their hearts.
Thomas knew that Martinelli was gay, and the lieutenant got tired of having it held over his head. As for Lieutenant Romansky, we're still checking, but we have reason to believe that Thomas was instrumental in having her first husband sent overseas, where he died.
So you think I impersonated Davis and then shot him in the head?
Yes.
Did you find any fingerprints on the gun?
Only Thomas's.
Any skin flakes?
No.
Any traces of fluoroquinolone?
Fluoroquinolone?
It's a hydrocortisone cream used to treat severe eczema.
Well, in this case, dyshydrotic eczema caught it at Camp Lejeune. See, even with the fluorocinolone, I can't get rid of this stuff. And if I had shot Thomas, there'd be skin flakes and cream on the gun grips. So give it up. It was a suicide.
I keep thinking about Davis and the smug look on his face when he held his hands up. We almost had him.
And without proof, it's all just a bluff.
He was right about the Rohypnol, too. You can take it as a sedative like Valium.
You know, we know he wasn't using it that way, but knowing and proving are two different things.
Took the old 45 out the range today, huh?
Yeah, good way to blow off steam.
You know, Thomas and the others were out at the military range before they came to Barbecue Bob's.
Yeah, is that important?
I got an idea it could be very important.
Kind of make some more accusations based on your unprovable theories?
You've been talking to Captain Davis.
What did you expect?
Well, we really expected we'd have to get one of you to break before we could prove you were involved in this conspiracy. But then it became unnecessary.
What do you mean?
Well, I had the dynamics of this situation a little bit wrong. Davis didn't shoot Thomas. You did.
What do you expect me to do, break down and confess? You guys are ridiculous.
Thomas's prints were on the outside of his gun.
So?
Well, somebody had to reload Thomas's gun when you left the firing range. And your fingerprints were all over the magazine and the bullets.
I didn't want to have anything to do with it.
Shut up.
Robert and Davis planned it. Look, Davis knew he would lose the promotion if his affair came out.
Why did you go along with it?
He sent my husband to Bosnia, where he was killed. I mean, he told me about it when I broke up with him, and then he bragged about it. He only did it so he could have me. I hated him.
Jean, shut your mouth. He's bluffing. Just keep your mouth shut. And it's gonna be their word against ours.
Smile. You're on candid camera.
He's on the move. Let's go.
Nice job.
Yeah, it was, wasn't it? Did you get it all?
I might even get you a segment on America's sloppiest police chases.
Oh, funny.
Not bad for an army guy.
Sure you want us all here?
Of course I do. You guys are my family. This is a big step. I know, and that's why I want all your support.
I'm sure you're doing the right thing.
Well, after I'm sworn in, the Navy will pay for me to finish medical school, and then afterwards I'll owe them 4 years of service. Until then, I'll be enrolled in the ROTC program.
Here we go. We'll be right in. You know, I did some checking. Both Davis and Romansky have solid alibis for the night Martinelli was shot at.
They've all confessed to the murder. Why worry about who shot at Martinelli?
Because this time their alibis are real. Hannah, an investigator that wasn't very good or didn't believe in himself might have to stoop to tricks like that to force a confession. But you shouldn't have to. You're too good, Hannah. Come on, they're waiting on us.
And you swear to uphold the Constitution of the United States of America and protect her against all enemies.
I do.
Welcome to the Navy, Cadet.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.